In the fast-paced whirl of life, we often come across stories that showcase the remarkable strength of the human spirit and the power of unconditional love. This is one such tale, a story about a young woman named Angela, her steadfast partner Richard, and a compassionate teacher named Miss Evans. Together, they navigated life's unforeseen challenges, discovering the true meaning of love and resilience. Angela's world turned upside down when her baby Emma, born prematurely, was diagnosed with a life-threatening condition known as NEC, necrotizing enterocolitis. In the sterile confines of the emergency care unit, Angela and Richard clung to each other, watching in fear as doctors worked tirelessly to save their daughter. Little Emma's constant crying, swollen belly, and refusal to eat had brought them to this critical moment, a moment that tested their strength, faith, and the very fabric of their bond. Angela Simmons, a vibrant 19-year-old, was known for her infectious energy and zest for life. She had a large circle of friends who adored her for her free spirit and adventurous nature. When Angela moved into her own apartment, she felt a newfound freedom, finally breaking away from the strict rules of her conservative parents. Her days were filled with excitement and her nights with the thrill of clubbing and parties. During one of these exhilarating nights, Angela met Richard, a kind-hearted and quiet individual who seemed out of place in the wild nightlife, but was always there to ensure she got home safely. Their connection grew stronger over time, blossoming into a romantic relationship that promised a new beginning for Angela. Richard's patience and caring nature stood in stark contrast to Angela's free-spirited and often reckless lifestyle, and this balance brought a sense of stability and warmth into her life. But Angela's life took an unexpected twist when she started experiencing constant nausea and fatigue. A visit to the doctor revealed shocking news. She was pregnant. Stunned and unprepared for motherhood at such a young age, Angela faced a crucial decision. The idea of an abortion weighed heavily on her mind, but after a long period of contemplation, she decided to confide in her parents. She braced herself for their reaction, knowing that her conservative family would be devastated by the news. Determined to keep her independence, Angela remained in her apartment and decided to face the situation on her own terms. She shared the news with Richard, expressing her uncertainty about keeping the baby, but assuring him that if she chose to go through with the pregnancy, he was welcome to be a part of their child's life. Richard's reaction was one of unwavering support, reinforcing Angela's decision to keep the baby despite the enormous uncertainties ahead. As the days passed, Angela's resolve grew stronger. She decided to keep the baby, despite her fears and the challenges that lay ahead. She understood that her carefree lifestyle might have consequences for her unborn child, a sobering thought that added to her anxiety. Despite her fears, Angela kept this information from her parents, choosing instead to rely on Richard, who was aware of her past and offered unwavering support. The pregnancy brought about significant changes in Angela's life. Her carefree nights of partying were replaced by moments of reflection and preparation for the arrival of her baby. Richard moved in with Angela, providing emotional and practical support as they prepared for their new roles as parents. They attended prenatal classes together, shopped for baby supplies, and eagerly awaited the birth of their daughter, whom they named Emma. When Emma was born, she was a beautiful, fragile baby girl with a low birth weight. Angela and Richard were overwhelmed with joy and a sense of responsibility. Holding Emma for the first time was a profound experience, one that filled them with an overwhelming sense of love and commitment. However, their happiness was short-lived. Just a day after her birth, Emma's constant crying and a swollen belly signaled that something was terribly wrong. Angela and Richard rushed Emma to the hospital, where doctors diagnosed her with NEC, a severe gastrointestinal condition that predominantly affects premature babies. The diagnosis shattered their world. Angela, who had been enjoying her newfound freedom just months ago, was now faced with the terrifying reality of potentially losing her baby. The hospital environment, filled with the hum of machines and the anxious whispers of other parents, became their new reality as they watched their daughter fight for her life. Emma's condition required immediate and intensive treatment. The days that followed were filled with fear, uncertainty, and a deep sense of helplessness. Angela and Richard spent sleepless nights at the hospital, clinging to hope as doctors worked tirelessly to stabilize their daughter's condition. The sight of Emma, connected to numerous machines and tubes, was heart-wrenching, and each moment felt like an eternity. Miraculously, Emma's little body began to respond to the treatment. Though she faced a long road to recovery, she managed to avoid surgery, and the swelling in her belly subsided. The relief that Angela and Richard felt was indescribable. They had faced their worst fears and emerged stronger, their love and commitment to each other and their daughter unshakable. The experience brought them closer, reinforcing their bond and deepening their love for each other. As Emma's health improved, Angela and Richard embraced their roles as parents with renewed determination. They knew that the challenges were far from over, but they were ready to face whatever came their way. Angela realized that Richard was not just a partner, but a pillar of strength and love, a realization that deepened her affection for him. Richard, who had always been there for her, now stood by her side as they navigated the complexities of parenthood together. A few months after Emma's birth, Angela gathered the courage to ask Richard a question that had been on her mind. "Will you marry me?" she asked, her voice trembling with hope and love. Richard, without a moment's hesitation, said yes, and they embarked on a new chapter of their lives together. Their wedding was a simple yet joyous occasion, attended by close friends and family who had supported them through their journey. Angela's parents, initially shocked and disappointed by her unplanned pregnancy, gradually came to embrace the situation. They became proud grandparents to little Emma, actively participating in her upbringing and forming a close-knit, loving family. The joy of watching Emma grow and thrive brought them a sense of fulfillment and happiness that they had never expected. Angela, who once sought freedom in the thrills of youth, found a deeper, more fulfilling joy in the love and support of her family. Together, Angela, Richard, and Emma navigated the ups and downs of life, their story a testament to the power of resilience, love, and the unbreakable bonds of family. They faced challenges with courage and grace, discovering that true strength comes from standing by each other through the darkest of times. Their journey was not just a story of survival, but one of growth, transformation, and an unyielding spirit that overcame adversity with love and perseverance. Did you find this story inspiring? If so, we invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. For more heartwarming stories like this one, subscribe to our channel or check out the other videos at the bottom of the screen. Thank you for being a part of our journey.